What's up with it, world? We got another one kind of like the other one. This is Big-Headed Table Talk. I am your co-host with the most, Busy Mac and the handicap assassin. And you already know my other brother.
Hey man, it's BIGHEADED, man, and thank y'all for rocking with us on another one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Yeah.
Because it lets you know when we drop, man. Now, today's episode, BZ, I wanted to actually start it off with Gabrielle Union and Boosie, man.
Yeah.
So, I seen Gabrielle Union. She was on a talk show, and basically she was saying maybe Boosie's gay for calling out her son, Zion. So, what do you think? Did you see that? Did you get a bar of that clip?
Yeah, I seen that, and they're not right. Both of them ain't right. Like, keep carrying this shit on, because the person that has to pay for it in the end is the kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It looks like to me like Boosie really pressed the button with that family. Like,
yeah, I feel like they trying to attack him now and throw him under
the bus.
Right?
Yeah, and everywhere they go, bro, they ask him about the Boosie question, and the same vice versa. They ask Boosie about it, and Boosie don't even feed into it no more. But she brought it back out, so it looked like it really pressed the button. She was trying to defend her husband and her son and shit. Like,
yeah, because there's been a lot of rumors coming out about their family lately, and
yeah, it looks to me like they ain't too strong as they looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and what trips me out kind of in a way is like I feel like they didn't give that child, their kid Zion, right? I feel like they didn't give him a fair opportunity to grow.
I'm glad you said that, bro. I'm really glad you said that.
Yeah,
it feels to me like they're trying to force it onto him. Like you said.
Like some kind of weird narrative, It feels like when he was little, I remember they used to have pictures of him getting his fingernails painted,
exactly,
and his toenails painted, and it's like they
wearing
really
dresses and shit.
Yeah, wearing dresses. I feel like they didn't really give him a fair opportunity to grow. And Gabrielle Union, she's a marketing genius, so I know she was probably planning these type of things out. And Dwayne Wade on the low, it's already said that he's like that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird, man. Like, I just feel like in the industry they don't give these kids a fair opportunity, a fair shot, No,
like you said, you could give him an open mind, but forcing it on him like that, that's a whole nother level.
Like dressing them in dresses. So
yeah,
I'm not saying they wrong and I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying like give the a kid a fair chance.
And to me, when I first seen it, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be biased or nothing. I've never really liked, what's her name?
Gabrielle Union.
I never really liked Gabrielle Union like that. She like me like always sounding stuck up and too like good for anybody, like.
Yeah.
And it's just that they put their son in that position, so he's got to be looking like that for the rest of his life, looking all crazy, like.
Yeah.
And it don't, like you said, he don't have no room to grow. He's all confused. And what if he grows out of it?
Yeah, and then his whole childhood is documented online, so he got to still live this for the rest of his life.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Weird decisions that his parents made, but I don't feel like Boosie's wrong. He's just calling it how he sees it.
Yeah, it's facts.
And I don't feel like she's wrong. She's just calling it how she sees it.
And they both got their opinions. Boosie really wasn't raised like that. He's like down southern, so that's like old school way. He's like stern. Yeah, I mean, they wasn't brought up like that, so he don't have no way of thinking outside the box like that. That's probably weird as hell to him. But
and I know that Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade wasn't brought up like that either, so I don't understand where the new tactics and tendencies come
exactly
to force this and impose this on your kids.
You know what it kind of felt like when I first seen it, bro? Like, I seen the picture when he was in the dress, and I was like, this feels like a publicity stunt or something. You know what I mean?
That's what I thought.
Put him in a dress, we'll get all the attention then, and we'll be different, and we'll stand out. Like,
that's exactly what I thought, though. That's the way I looked at it too. Like, it was like a publicity stunt to make their fame rise and for the transgender
keep
community.
Keep them irrelevant.
Which, you know what I'm saying, I have no problem with the transgender community. But I just don't feel like you should be forcing anything upon anyone, Give everyone a fair chance. But, I mean, that's my thoughts on that. What else you got?
Now that we're in the section, we're going to talk about that Balenciaga getting backlash and getting everybody boycotting them. For them using little kids and devil signias.
So they're putting it on the clothing, or
on their clothing, on their purses, having little kids wear their merchandise with the devil's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Signs on it, and then having little S&M bears, them holding little S&M bears with spikes and whips, and it's just out of pocket, bro. They put the kid in like a little room, make it all nice, but then place like little devil hints and shit like that. Like,
yeah, see, that's weird stuff. I seen Omni and the Hellcat. I seen him burning his Balenciaga, and I'm
glad people are doing that shit.
Yeah, man. And I didn't know who brung this to light, or I didn't understand really what was going on. And I was like, man, like it's some crazy shit happening right now with Balenciaga. I thought Kanye said something, but I didn't know.
Nah, yeah, one of them people shined a light on it.
Yeah, they shined a light on that.
But I'm glad they did, because these people are just blatantly like representing the devil right in front of us and trying to bring evil on everybody in this. You could tell it's spreading in the world because all you see is mass shootings and shit like that. And that shit's happening so frequent, like it's getting regular. Like, oh, another mass shooting in Colorado and shit. But my condolences to everybody. But I'm saying this shit ain't okay either way, and they're just spreading evil everywhere. Like,
but I feel like in the world today, I feel like they're just trying to throw people off.
Yeah, for sure.
Throw a wrench in everybody's plans.
Get them away from the real plan.
The traditional way of living,
Yep, old medicine, all that shit.
Yeah, they trying to really
spirituality. My bad.
Yeah, spirituality. They trying to. It's almost like they got a plan to go against that type of stuff. It's weird, like when you really look at it.
No, for sure, you ain't lying.
Taking church out of the
household. It's getting clearer and clear. Yep, taking church out of the household, like they're trying to force this devil shit on us. Like,
it is facts though. But you know what I want to talk about next? I want to actually bring up how the cannabis prices, right, around the nation.
That's facts.
They're plummeting, right? So, I think like 5-6 years ago, a pound of some fire, would have been about $4,000 or $5,000. You know what I mean? Now the prices for a pound of some fire went down to about $1,200. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Since like the beginning of the 2000s, it's been like $1,200 a piece.
I'm talking about
90s and shit.
Indoor. Not no outdoor.
1,500.
What, for some indoor? Where you shopping at? For a pound of purple back in the day, it would have ran you about 22.
No, yeah, you're right. That was the only shit you could find around.
And then remember when the runts and shit like that came out? That was
exotic.
They put another band on that, so that was about 32. You know what I'm saying? Back in, like I'll say like 5 years ago when they started having runts in the hood and the cookies. Remember the real cookie indoor packs was
cookies still in the hood. Like that shit ain't nothing left. It just got better and better and better.
Yeah, but they put about a rack on it. But the prices these days is going down to for a regular pea of cookies is $700. For some runts it's $1,200 to the stores. And they're saying that the market is so oversaturated. Because you have so many growers, so many of these big companies coming in and
buying the shit out
and doing million square foot grows, with 100,000 lights in it, and growing so much weed that they damn near growing a gram of weed for $3-4.
That's why we gotta keep supporting local, man.
Yeah, I think that the only thing you could do is I feel like they should revoke some of the permits, or you know what I mean?
For sure, like I don't know how would you do that. Like,
I don't know.
You gotta be able to been growing for a certain amount of years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they said it was gonna be all felons that had the first dibs.
Business.
Like in Oakland, it was the felons. Like that was the people that had the first dibs on the industry. So you couldn't get, like, basically if they wanted to get in first, the people that had been convicted of weed crimes. Now it seems like they're just letting anybody in that's rich.
No, because they see how much money's coming in. So they're like, they want millionaires to come in, then that's just more money for us.
But the thing is you can't make a weed market like Amazon.
Bro, they got that.
I know they do. But
like fucking Vegas and shit, it's like.
But the thing is what's happening is it's killing the whole market.
It is, I know, for sure. And it's taking away the money from
and it's taking away the quality. Do you remember when you had some fire all the time in the stores? Now you can go to the store and get some booth. Like it look good, but it's really booth. So it's like it's a cold game how they doing this shit right now.
That's why lately I just been staying local. You know what I mean? Unless I need like some wax or oils and shit, that's the only way I go to like the.
What do you mean by local? Like black market? Like staying with the local dealers?
Keeping my local, keeping the people I've been fucking with.
Yeah, instead of going.
Man, they ain't gonna steer me wrong and shit. Because nowadays people are trying to put fentanyl on the weed and they ain't even telling you shit. Like, get some fire and you just die and shit. Like,
and really, all the money, because the market I'm talking about was really the legal market. See, the black market is still thriving. You know what I mean? No matter what, because no one really wants to go to the store, right, and spend all the tax on the weed. So you know what I mean? It make more.
Facts.
Yeah, nobody don't want to spend all that
like
tax.
Me, I don't want to wait, and I don't want to pay tax. My bad.
Yeah, but like, so I mean, it just makes more sense that you would go to the dealers on the street to get it anyways. But I don't know. It's just weird how they let the market get so oversaturated where now the prices have plummeted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is a money industry. But what else you got up for us, man?
Man, we gonna talk about those another cryptocurrency dude died from out there in Puerto Rico. Like, you hear about all these cryptocurrency billionaires dying and shit?
Yeah.
After they get all these big, large sums of money?
Yeah, well, I was hearing that someone was out there killing them, but I didn't know if that was true or not.
Yeah, there's this dude, he just passed away. He was a crypto billionaire.
Yeah.
And he was on this island out there in Puerto Rico, and he's saying the CIA and something's running a child sex trafficking ring out there.
Yeah.
Blackmailing people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they probably are.
Taking their money and killing them off and shit. And then all of a sudden he's died. He's dead.
Yeah, and you know that cryptocurrency, you know, they could
and he just inherited he just inherited $3 billion, bro. From crypto.
Yeah, they had that. They got a piece of that before he died. You know that. Yeah, I mean, there ain't no way they ain't get no piece of that. You know what I mean? But this how cold they is. You know what I mean? They fuck around and set you up and let you die when you get rich. You know what I'm saying?
And it be like the rich people like.
Well, you can't expose them. You know what I'm saying? They don't like that exposing them type of shit. You know what I mean? They
and that's exactly what he did to expose them. He said the CIA was running the child sex trafficking ring, bro. How bad does that sound? Like,
that's terrible.
They're gonna want to take you out for sure.
But you know that things like that do be true though. You know
I
what
know.
I mean?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. And they just don't want nobody to know about it. So, you know, he got to get took out.
They're trying to kill all these people off that know too much.
They got to make the money, though. You know, at the end of the day, they be doing some illegal shit, and they know what they do, you know?
But that shit ain't right. What you mean?
Nah.
The money and shit. Like that, none of that shit's all right.
Because they feel like trafficking children is always going to be profitable because they can turn around and have somebody pay for that. They're perverts.
That's what I'm saying.
They make their own websites.
It's the fucking government and CIA that's doing this shit. That's what the fuck we gonna do?
They set up their own websites and shit like that when it comes to things like this. It's not just, you know, it's not just criminals doing this. It's also the government, because the government makes money all kind of ways.
What they say?
The government being a business with cartels.
No, they said the government or the police be the biggest gang in America.
Yeah, of course. Because they got to make the money, and they going to make sure they make the most money out of everybody.
And that's just sad, people. We got to get up and stand up, man.
Yeah, and it's sad a dude had to die with all that money.
And that's the third crypto.
The third crypto nigga. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers work for all this wealth and then you get killed, man.
One other fool died in his sleep. This fool died in a helicopter crash. And this other dude, he died in his sleep, too.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Hey, you know what I wanted to bring up, though? That nigga Charleston White, man. He said that Jerry Springer. He said that Jerry Springer was a cancer to the minority society. Like, growing up, it made us look like we was ratchet fools. What do you think about that? Did you?
He ain't wrong, but
did you think? And he said the white man got rich while everybody else looked like a fool on stage. And he said, did you ever notice that all the securities, mostly on the show, was all white? He said it looked like a KKK show exploiting the dumb and the colored. What you think about that?
From his perspective, that's probably exactly what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But to us, when we're little, that shit was like, oh, that shit's entertaining and shit. But we're ratchet as hell. But now that I get older, I'm like, nah, that shit wasn't.
He was exploiting us.
He was exploiting us and shit. But he wasn't really exploiting. It was like Howard Stern and shit. But just you could see what's going on and shit. That's how it felt to me. Like, he's opening eyes to what's really going on. He's not sugarcoating none of that shit.
Yeah, I feel like.
But it did look like.
It's exploitation, you know.
For sure.
On
now
the
that
highest,
you think about it, yeah.
On the highest scale, you know, like you can't.
That's why it doesn't do so good nowadays. They still got it on there.
That's a fact. It don't do too good these days because you can't be exploiting people like that, making them look like fools. You know what I mean?
Like that shit's crickets on the damn networks right now.
Yeah, you know, Charleston White, he be saying a lot of little good gems, and people just throw him under the bus like he crazy. They said that he want to say stupid shit because he knows that he can get a lot of money for an interview.
Like you said, them crackheads be the smartest ones. Like,
I think that you want to be honest.
Them crackheads be the smartest ones. My bad, man.
Stupid, man. Hey, you know what I think though? My personal opinion about Charleston White, man. I'm gonna say that he just say the shit that everybody else is scared to say. You know what I mean?
Facts. That's what I'm saying.
Like, if everybody would just speak their mind and say the truth, you know what I'm saying? I think they would get a lot farther in life, but.
Nah, but he's lucky he's locked in with the police, or they would have done his ass up. Like,
yeah, but but for what? Like, for telling the truth, for saying that we don't need gangs, for like, why would you really want to shoot somebody and kill him for that? Though that's the weird part about life. You know what I mean?
No, he ain't wrong, but he's like a one man army. Like,
yeah, it's just cold. It just makes no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, hopefully that man could, you know, prosper and live his life, because I hear gang members saying that it's stupid to be in gangs.
Nah, for sure. I say the same shit. I ain't never joined no gang, and I feel the same way. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's just following sheep to the, you know what I mean?
But when he says it, they take it the wrong way, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what, I don't know, I think that's the problem.
No, because I've been there and seen everything. That nigga just seeing from outside, like, yeah, nah, niggas just.
But he said he used to be a Crip.
Then you still are a Crip, then.
That's what he said. He said he used to be a Crip, and he said he got out of it and he started, you know, doing the right thing. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like he be conveying a good message, and shouts out to him.
He does. That's why I fucks with him.
Positivity ain't never wrong.
Like you said, he don't sugarcoat shit. He says the shit that's really going on. Like, you can see the shit clearly.
And I thought when we was growing up, I thought that being negative was like the way to be, or that was gonna pay off. You feel me?
Exactly.
But that shit wasn't the way to go.
Didn't get us nowhere.
Nah, motherfuckers should have paid attention and went to school and all that type of shit. You feel me?
To the OGs.
Listen to the OGs. They told us, and we didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? But man, what else you got up for us?
We ain't gonna want to do it till we do it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Till we grow and we realize that they was right and shit. We gonna keep it rolling. But what I was gonna say about Charleston White, like, he says a lot of shit, but then he's protected by the people that are doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like the police, they're making the people making fucking gang music and shit. Like, they're encouraging us to do it. Yeah, say killing shit sells. Like, all that King Von music, that shit was the fucking peak of his time. That Young Boy shit, the Dirk.
But that's the KKK's.
That's what I'm saying.
Plan, you know what
and
I'm
that's the police too. Like, they're right there with the KKK. They ain't no better. Like,
yeah, that's their plan. They want that type of shit to happen. They want chaos. They don't want us united, you know, as people. So I mean, it's all in their plan. Kill. They definitely don't want us to grow.
Exactly, because they won't. They won't be running the show if we took over.
Nah, hell nah. Too much. It's too much money. You know what I mean, and too much. That's too much ways we could
wipe us out right now. They're all trying to just wipe us out any way they can, giving us processed food, all this medicines and shit. Like,
yeah, it's a cold game.
We gonna pivot into motherfucking Kanye and Andrew Jones, man. So now Kanye's getting a lot of backlash for saying that he agrees with Hitler and he loves Hitler, but he loves Jews too. He's saying he loves everybody. So does that still make him an anti-Semitic?
I think that he had to go back. He had to pivot. He had to say something positive about Jews, because he was already so negative that he was about to get shelved forever, you know? So he had to say something.
But they can't shelve him because he got too much money, I think.
I don't think money matters.
For sure.
I think, but fame.
How do you think Trump got back up?
But fame means more than money these days.
And you know how many people are, like, you think on Kanye's side with this shit? Like,
because look at it like this. Why do you think Donald Trump is so popular? He is rich, but he's more famous. Why? Because he didn't hold his tongue. He said whatever he wanted to say. But you know the difference between him and Kanye? Skin color.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like money is important, but Kanye could get shelved because he's black. You know what I mean?
They tried to right now with all that Balenciagas and shit.
Yeah.
And he turned that shit right back to a win. He said, gotcha.
Yeah. With him, he wanted to be... It's better for him to be quiet for a minute and then resurface like he always does.
Like you said, he had to do something good. Like, he had to go back on his word and then still do something like publicity stunt. Like, to keep the eyes on him and shit. Keep people talking about him.
Yeah, that's...
It's just weird as fuck.
He keeps doing that type of shit, but... I don't know.
They always bringing race into it because I think race is the real core of America. Like, this shit was built on like racism and shit, so they're just resolving back to that because they know they could always win with that bullshit, and that's why Kanye's trying to stand up. And I don't blame him. Like, someone got to stand up. They keep knocking everybody down. That does, like, and it's just sad, bro. Like,
nah, that's facts. That's facts. But Kanye, you know, he always gonna express how he feel, you know.
And he did his due too, but that's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he ain't finna hold his tongue. We know that, man. He always gonna say how he feels. So hopefully, man, you know, he get through what he going through, and you know, he get back to where he going. You know what I mean?
Hope the best in your situation.
And one day when our show grows real big, hopefully we can have him on here. You feel me?
Sure. Shout out Yeezy, man.
Facts, man. But you know what I want to talk about too? You know that FTX owner the one that had the FTX, that filed bankruptcy with everybody's money. He was using his other company.
What was that, like a Fortrix? Right?
It was like the Bitcoin, you know, the cryptocurrency.
Fortrix trader or something.
Yeah, he had like Shaq, he had like Jerry Jones, he had like a lot of big people. It was said that Tom Brady has his life fortune inside the company, inside cryptocurrency. Well,
that shit could crash anytime.
He filed for bankruptcy because basically he was funding one company with the other company's funds.
Money. Yeah.
And then he made up a fake coin, and then he had
people
to
make money off that, huh?
The fake coin,
but there's a new one coming in. Throw money on this.
Yeah, but the fake coin really had no value.
Fuck with it.
Yeah, so I don't know. Now, dude probably gonna go to the feds, man. So it's gonna be a crazy situation, but
sheesh.
Yeah, but
dropping like flies.
I think Shaq was invested in it. It was a lot of people, bro. So I feel like
he took all that money and ran with it.
Yeah, but I don't understand why it's taking them so long to lock him up. You feel me? Because if he was anybody else,
because they're, like you said, they're famous people and they don't want to do that shit. Like,
yeah, he was a nerd too, and it was also another girl. They said all they used to do was just sit there and play video games all day. So people should have known that it wasn't gonna be nothing ever.
No, you didn't hear about it. We was talking about like a couple of shows a while back. Like, they got a big indictment on a bunch of famous people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these famous people are still out there. You know what I mean? Still doing their thing. So they had to do something, or they're part of something elite, some type of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Pushing the agenda on us for sure.
I mean, everybody is part of something when you get that big. You know what I mean? The niggas is all part of some kind of secret society that we ain't part of. You feel me?
No, if I was that rich, I'd be like, get the fuck away from me. I'm on my own hill looking down.
Yeah, if I was that rich,
shooters all around my shit.
Well, mama, if I was that rich, I wouldn't be fucking with nobody.
With a moat around my house and all that shit.
Only my select few.
Alligators and shit.
Because I know how crazy this motherfucking world is, nigga.
And that's facts.
Motherfuckers want to see you fucking gone, and you thought they wanted to see you shining. You know what I mean?
We gonna keep this shit rolling though, man. With Uncle Slow Mo Joe Biden. Yeah, Uncle Slow Mo Joe didn't want to stop at the border during his visit in Arizona, saying we got better things to worry about.
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
And he done it again.
Yeah, I don't know why he always do shit like that, man. He be thinking about himself and he don't care about the people.
Exactly.
I think that when you get older, I feel like you start getting selfish, you know what I mean? And it's just not making no sense no more, you know what I mean? Like he should not be the president no more. I think he don't make good decisions also.
And you know what? Right now, people are really just walking into America. Like,
oh, I know.
I heard like 1,000 people just walked in. Like, it's nothing. But I ain't tripping. But I'm saying.
Yeah.
So he don't care about the borders really, but he's not really trying to help the people that are coming. We're all just out here struggling in this inflation and all this shit's going on right now.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, bro.
Yeah, the shit is crazy, but he don't really give a fuck.
It's just a matter of time though for Joe.
Yeah, they just trying to control us with free money. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give us a little stimulus this year, this shit. Like,
wave it over our head during elections so we can vote.
Because we, as the people, really don't mean much to them anyways. You know what I mean?
That's why y'all got to start your own businesses, man. Stand on your own too, man, and get it how you live for sure. Because these people don't give a fuck.
No, they don't. They just want to see you fold, man. But shouts out to Joe Biden, man, because, you know, at least you got in there, man. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's time for a new reign now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else can take over. Man. Facts. What else you got up for us, man?
We got Devin Haney and no, we could talk about what's it called?
Cool.
They found both the shooters for Takeoff killers. Mm-hmm. One was the DJ Pat out of Houston.
Yeah. Famous
DJ Pat of the strip club Flame. And then they got the little youngin' Cam, but he got apprehended on gun charges. He's not a part of that, but I think they're gonna try to throw him in the mix to that shit too. And they got pictures of the DJ Pat like grabbing Takeoff and accidentally shooting him in the back of the head, trying to shoot at what's the name. And they got videos of Cam shooting and hitting.
So is that person he's on Takeoff's side? He's Takeoff's friend, or he's Takeoff's ops?
I don't know. That's the part I don't get. I don't know if like he got shot from Cam. Like they both shot him.
No, I'm saying is
Cam used him as a shield. I don't know if he was trying to save Takeoff or what.
Okay, you don't know if that was his friend or if that was. I don't know that either. That's what I was trying to figure out.
They're charging him for the murder, so.
Yeah, no matter what, he still
and Cam
shot him.
ain't getting charged, I don't think, yet. So
Nah, he just being charged for the felon in possession of the firearm, right?
yeah, so I'll bring that shit. I'll bring you more info next to him.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy, man. You know, they gonna get washed though. No matter how we look at it, they done because, you know, doing things like that, you know, on camera, you know, these days the police.
Yeah, cameras everywhere.
Yeah, no, you're right. The police is on you. You feel me? Every single chance they get, they gonna get the motherfucking footage, and your ass is cooked. But you know what I want to talk to you about next, man?
Yeah, what happened?
That man T.I., man.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
So T.I., man, he basically said that he told on his dead cousin. You know what I'm saying? And he said before his cousin died, he said that if the police ever ask you anything and you need to tell on me or use my name, you can use my name. Now, what do you think about that? And do you think he's telling the truth? Or do you think he's trying to justify the fact of telling?
No, I heard this a while back, and I was just waiting for some clearance, you know what I mean? And he just admitted it, so you know what that means to me? Like, he probably like sacrificed him or something.
Some weird shit, huh? Just to get famous
so
or something?
Tell on him and shit too, like, and just blame it on him.
Yeah, I look at it crazy and I say to myself, like,
just like they kind of did in that Keem Von case, bro.
Yeah, and the same thing, you know, what the fuck was that dude's name? Baby's brother, the one that just got out of jail.
Slim?
That told on him too. The one that got all the murders and shit that they was talking about. That one nigga,
the baby or
Birdman's brother. You know what I'm talking about? The one that just got out and he told on his. I can't think of his fucking name right now, but he fucking told on
the limo driver.
Nah, bro, it's his brother.
But he had the limo and someone got shot in the back of it or something.
I don't know the exact story, tell you the truth, but he did the same thing. Basically, he told in jail to get out. He told on people that did shit in prison to get out, and they said he was a snitch for that. But T.I. ain't no snitch for that. That's my question.
The King Von case, they try to just blame it on the dead nigga. The dead man. My bad.
Lil Durk did that.
That's what I'm saying.
So in all these cases,
there's
right?
Two other fools, and they just blamed it on.
But in all these cases, are they a snitch?
Sounds like it to me.
Your personal opinion?
Sounds like it
to me too. That's what I was thinking. Like, you can't tell on nothing
if it ain't concern you.
Well, cause you on paperwork.
Like, man up to your shit. Like, niggas is like weird as fuck.
Like, you ever been to jail? You know that when you walk up in there, they want your paperwork, right?
Sure, everywhere you go.
That's what I'm saying. And when you get up in there, if you don't have if your paperwork come through and it say some crazy shit, everybody know this. And your paperwork say some crazy shit, you finna get beat up.
That shit spreads like wildfire.
Yeah, you finna go to PC. You know, so I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like you create paperwork, and I feel like that's snitching. But I don't know. Like, you would have had to have that in writing for me to believe your shit. Like, you would have had to have your cousin write that on a piece of paper.
Just like some 6ix9ine shit, that's straight up snitching. Like,
6ix9ine snitched though, no matter what. Like,
for sure,
he felt the pressure of the situation, and he felt,
and so did these niggas. But they Cody's was already gone. Says like, oh, just blame it on him. Fool, you get away with it.
But I feel like he was just a snake too. Like, when you really think about that shit, I feel like 6ix9ine. That was
sure straight troll. Like,
because no matter what, bro, like, when you doing shit with criminals, you are responsible.
You're part of that shit too.
You're responsible for your actions. You feel me? And I don't understand how he felt it was okay to tell. You know, it don't make no sense. And you had all these people behind you. So I don't know. In all these situations,
out there running amok and shit.
Facts. In all these situations, I think these niggas is all snitches.
For sure.
You feel me? No matter what. Yeah.
That's what the game's looking like right now.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? And they famous, so it's being let. Everybody knows that they're a snitch. But yeah,
like, they're publicizing all that fuckery. Like,
yeah, that's not okay. They trying to
saturate the game.
What you call that too? They trying to like almost like give reasons why it's okay for them
make
telling.
It okay to snitch. Nah.
Yeah, like, nigga, what the fuck is y'all
even
doing,
when I was
bro?
little, my mom was
Trying
like,
to
"Don't be no."
justify it.
Yeah, my mom was even like, "Don't be no snitch." Yeah, you better not be telling. Like, yeah, they used to dead that shit in our brain was. But I don't know what happened to you niggas. Like,
facts, though, nigga.
These new niggas all over the place.
What else you got up for us, man?
We got the boy Devin Haney, man.
Yeah.
They still going back at it on Twitter or whatever online and shit. Now he's calling out Broner and Javante.
Yeah.
Saying that there's new champs in town. Like, y'all are all washed up and old and shit.
My man Devin Haney.
Kind of agree with him, though.
I kind of agree that he'll probably mop him. I mean, he a good boxer, you know what I'm saying?
Him or Shakur, for sure. I'm with it.
Yeah. And then his jab, I feel like his jab and his defense, the way he reacts to a punch, I feel like it's just going to be kind of hard for Javante to really hurt him. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to box 12 rounds and the judge is going to have to decide. I don't feel like it's going to be a knockout. It's almost going to be like a chess match. You know what I mean?
That just shows you how much people are coming for your spot and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if you say you good, you got to be good.
For sure. And
you know
these new youngins, they coming in hot, like
that's
undefeated and shit. Like,
that's a fact, though. If you say you good, boy, you got to be good because, I mean, in this sport, bro, like how we always talk about Tank and how we always talk about Ryan Garcia. You know, you even got Pitbull De La Cruz, you know, coming up.
No, like you said, there's a bunch. Even in our city, we got a bunch of young stars coming up.
Yeah.
Man, shout out all them.
Yeah, it be the heart that's going to take them there, you know what I'm saying? And they probably feel like they could beat everybody, you know, in the ring. You know what I mean?
That's how you got to be, though. You got to be really hungry for that shit.
Yeah. But
that's all I see is all them, like, real hungry, like you said, youngins.
Yeah. But you just got to be willing to take on that challenge and train hard, you know what I mean? Because you could do it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody could do it. A lot of people just don't believe in themselves, you know what I mean? And I don't know. You got to get through it, man. But
keep pushing, man.
Yes, sir, man. Shouts out to all them too, man.
Shouts out Devin Haney, Javante.
You know
Adrian
what I want to? You know what I want to talk about next?
What's up?
I want to talk about. Do you feel like when we started this show, right? Do you feel like us having other co-hosts that weren't as serious as us hurt the show?
Not as really hurt the show, but they could have did way more than they did. But you know what I'm saying? They didn't see it in themselves. Like, I don't know. Like, you got to bring the same energy. Like, you can't be too energy and then you die down with the other person. Like, you know what I mean? We all got to carry the same energy, all be on the same page. And just people want to be on the same pages, and that's where people get lost. And you ain't even in the same book sometimes. Like,
did you feel like? Cause I feel like everybody wanted to be the boss at a certain point, and I felt like everyone can't be the boss, and it was like almost like this weird narrative that was being created.
But that's how it is everywhere we go. That's why we should have just like expected that, because everybody wants to be the boss no matter where you're at. You know what I mean? Everybody want to be the leader. Everybody want to be this and that. Nobody wants to work as a team no more, and nobody's getting nowhere like that.
Yeah,
it's like everybody's in competition with each other when really we should all be pushing each other. You know what I mean? To be a better ourselves. Like,
yeah, and I also felt like when I invited the other co-hosts to be, you know, here on the show with us and basically be with us on the show, on all the shows, I felt like I thought that they would take it more serious.
Exactly.
To the opportunity that we could all get. You feel me? Like, you don't know where we could take this, you know? And I feel like
we're opening up our platform to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
they can shine their light in, but they didn't want to turn their light on. Like,
I just feel like the seriousness of the situation was way more higher than what they thought. You feel me? But that was just my thoughts on it. You know what I mean? That was also a question that I got from someone else. They wanted me to ask that, so.
No, like you said, we got to bring the same energy, and I haven't seen no one even match the same energy. Like, you got to bring it yourself, not depend on the other people and shit. Like, and that's what I didn't see. Like, see no fire. Like, we could carry it.
Facts, though. You know what I want to talk about next, though? I also want to talk about BG when they said he got released, but it was fake, right? So Gucci Mane offered him $1 million.
Yeah.
Right. When he got released, he said, I'll give him $1 million if he signed. Birdman said, nah, I'll never let that happen. You feel me? Like, he gonna come over here to Cash Money. You feel me? So I guess they beefing right now. Like, they're going back and forth.
But I heard that BG don't even want to fuck with Cash Money.
I don't know, and that's what I was hearing too. You know what I'm saying? But everyone's saying that they're beefing right now, and BG don't even want to fuck with Cash Money, like you said. He don't want to fuck with 1017, or he might want to fuck with 1017. But I felt like if someone offer you $1 million, you coming home, I say, man, you know what I'm saying, give me 1.8 and let's rock, because then I'll have a solid million in the bank.
You don't even know how much he's coming home to. He's probably coming home to some bags. You know what I mean? I don't know, but
I mean, $1 million record deal, though, you know, that's really unheard of. I think the highest person really that got signed was like NBA Youngboy, but nowadays BG ain't NBA Youngboy though.
Nah, nowadays, like you said, they want, I'll give you $1 million, but then you owe them your life and shit. Like,
yeah, because that $1 million in real life, that should have come with a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, boy, that should have come with a lot. You know what I'm saying? That $1 million, boy, your ass fuck around and give up your YouTube channel. You give up your rights to this, your rights to that, your rights to that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, you gotta.
Man, shout out BG, man. Free BG for fast.
Especially, you gotta make sure you know who you dealing with too in this game.
That's what I'm saying. You want to get into some shit like, oh, you owe me your life. No, you can't go nowhere. You can't rap with nobody. You owe me this.
Like, it looked like, you know, Finesse 2 times he got out. It looked like he doing real good though. Look like he signed a good deal. You feel me?
Man, shout out Finesse, but he's in with the mob ties too. But that just brought a lot of bad publicity and brought him into it too. I seen that. Like,
yeah, but he
they've
really
been asking him questions about the shit.
But he really with the shit, so he really don't really care about that shit.
No,
you know
you can tell.
Yeah, that type of shit really don't shake him or really, you know what I'm saying, move him. You know what I'm saying? But what else you got up for us, man?
I ain't got shit really.
You ain't got shit up for us?
No.
Damn. My nigga done ran out of gas. I'm about to run out of gas too, but let me get down to this last one, matter of fact. So, Kiki from No Jumper, the one that got kicked off, AD's brother, right? He started another show. I think the show was called The Pop-Up. And they said he was stealing money and charging people for interviews behind his host's back. Right? So,
on No Jumper or on his new show?
Okay, so he got kicked off of No Jumper for alleged some kind of allegations. I don't even know what it is, and I don't want to speak on it.
That's probably why he got let go, though.
Yeah, some kind of court case. And then he made another show with this other guy, and he said he put up $20,000, and the other guy put up some money. And they started another podcast, and the guy said that AD basically took all the money like out of the account and all the, I mean, not AD, Kiki is AD's brother.
Yeah.
So he took all the money out of the account and he was charging people for interviews behind dude's back. What do you think about that? You think that's cool? Or do you feel like if we go half and half on the show that I could charge guests, but should he be clear? Or like, what do you feel like?
Yeah, you got to be more, like, y'all got to communicate. You can't just be taking money you think is yours. Like, no, I took this food because I did this, and I charged this person for that. But if you took that money and charged this person for that, then you should have kept that money and put the money from the person back that you took. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it was said that they got a joint account.
Yeah, that's stupid.
He should have put it back in the joint account, I think.
For sure.
Yeah, that's some shady shit.
So that's some shady shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all about trust, and you really can't trust nobody nowadays. It's hard to see.
Yeah. But I just want to touch on that, man. But that's the end of the show, man.
Hope y'all enjoyed.
Hell yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell.